Here it is. The amount we agreed upon.
谢谢你. We appear to have an uninvited guest.
Damn it. Be at the parade grounds in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. I'll be there.
Here we go.
You better get paid overtime for this, Chorps.
I hope so. But that's right, we jump right in to another arena fight.
Finally, some good fucking music.
That's right. What I appreciate about this one is, like, against all the other ones, which I feel like are a lot harder, like Psychobilly, like crazy-ass music, this one just feels like it's like, oh, this is like a fun song that we all like, you know?
This is just rock around the clock.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of Psychobilly songs sound fun, but also the lyrics are about the most screwed up shit in the world.
Right, they're just like, yeah, I like murdering people and death.
Yeah.
And this one's like, we're having a fun little stomp at the dance.
Yeah. This sounds like the kind of music that you would see in a 90s movie as someone walks into, like, a very Americana kind of diner somewhere.
Yeah, it's a real, like, Quentin Tarantino pick.
I wonder if these guys watched any Quentin Tarantino movies. You think?
No, probably not.
No.
I can't imagine a single one.
Very indie at this time. Not really known.
If they had, Ruby Malone would have been wearing flip-flops.
Yeah, unfortunately in, like, what was this, 2008? We hadn't learned about feet guys yet.
It's true. We were sort of like, oh, this is art, instead of, oh, this is like a thing.
See, the nice thing about the European is that you realize that art is all perverts, like, at a very young age.
That's right. Anyways, we're now introduced to a new type of enemy that shows up frequently in these sort of arenas from now on. And it's just Rat Boy, basically. Like, it's the same concept of what Rat Boy was in the last level. So, it's just a guy who takes a lot more hits, and you have to do a QTE kill on him, or he'll revive.
Gross.
He also has a heavy machine gun.
I mean, they spent the time making the asset and the AI and such for Rat Boy, you know.
Yeah, they had to bring him back.
So this is like a light version of Rat Boy. So you're saying it's a Rat Boy Slim?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. But yeah, so you have to go up to him, hit the context button, and then do a series of QTEs to kill him, or else he'll revive. Like, if you get this far and, like, you miss with your katana to the nards, he'll just get back up and he's like, I'm fine now.
That's where I stored all my power, in my nuts!
Damn.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about Ruby's, like, sort of, like, lack of stealth here. And also, Trevor's very cool moves here. It must be a British thing, I assume. The way that he shows that to people, like they do the finger guns and everything.
Well, that's how they say "fuck you" in England. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really liked how the, like, color saturation and palette of this area made all the close-ups on Ruby just look like complete mush.
Yeah. The nighttime festivities along with, like, the parade lights. It's like, it's a little weird.
It's like, I could imagine this looking nice.
Yeah.
Right.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
But I'm already behind my computer.
Hey, That's right, these days we worship digital gods. Like, I don't know, a drill? Anyone?
Open, damn it!
I worship Ruby.
Oh, okay, well,
Ruby said open damn it in the exact same way I was thinking be funny damn it to you, Chirps.
God damn. I do like that through multiple parts of this level, Trevor just shows up and he just like does finger guns and like waits for us to like see him.
He's like, if only I had a real gun. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, that's what all his other men are for, is they have the gun.
I mean, he does need for Ruby to know that he is very cool and that it is actually worth like chasing after him. You know, it's a little more fun if she gets very pissed off at him and she really wants to, get him.
Plus, he's British. He can't have a gun.
Yeah, so he is an absolute sicko.
Right. He kicks a football, as they call it, at you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about Ruby's skill set and the fact that we're in China. It reminded me of a famous quote by Sun Tzu about how there are only 5 musical notes in the entire world. And it makes me think that, like, Ruby kind of follows the same thing, but, like, with her moves. It's like she's got running, gunning, shooting, boozing, katana. And it's like, that's all you really need in life. At least as a mercenary, right?
I like the idea of Sun Tzu being like one of those guys, like, all these pop songs just use the same 4 chords.
Yeah.
He is literally that guy. And you know what? He thought it was beautiful, though, so that's the difference.
Man, one day Ruby's gonna break her sword just using it as a crowbar.
Yeah.
I mean, Sun Tzu was very much the kind of person to be very like, okay, do the thing that your opponent does not expect. So he very much says that whole thing about 5 notes and thinking that's the thing you do. But, he probably listens to like fucking Finnish folk metal or something.
Right, he listens to jazz. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Is like, you have to know your enemy. And knowing your enemy means just being contrarian to them. And then they get so pissed that they fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, when your enemy wins a battle and they're like, we won, you just go, no you didn't.
Exactly, and they're like, oh, wait, what? And then, you get them with a sneak attack afterwards.
Yeah.
Just move the goalposts.
I mean, like, Sun Tzu's The Art of War was like the 8-hour YouTube video of its day.
I guess you're right. It was sort of just an in-depth tutorial on war and warfare.
Sun Tzu's The Art of Pokemon.
The Sun Tzu's Art of War brought to you by Skillshare.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
How am I supposed to know who that is? He didn't even do a finger gun at me.
Yeah.
Well, he had to hold on to the ladder, unfortunately. He would have done a finger gun if he could have. So I also did try to shoot him while going down. It does not recognize him as an enemy. You can't attack him. Which I guess makes sense. You're right, you're supposed to bring him back alive. I also found out that this blanket is a physics object.
Oh.
And you just can't go through it.
Well, it's like, they're like flame-proof blankets. This one's Ruby-proof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, the darkness here is kind of deceptive. When you do that jump, there is a ladder between where you jump and that pipe you get on that leads you up to the roof of this building. And so it's very easy to hit that, not recognize what you're doing, and just, like, jump to your death.
All of this looks like leaps of faith to me. It is... All the places where you're supposed to jump to just look like complete darkness.
Yeah, this level in particular, but I feel like it's a game where it's just sort of like, if you are in the right place, it sort of accepts that your jump from wherever is probably okay.
This feels like a level from Resident Evil 6, but somebody forgot to turn the brightness up.
I don't know. I mean, there's a parade going on. There's all kinds of floats. I feel like they're given enough light.
Also, it looks like it might be just, like, slightly fun to play, maybe just a tiny bit.
Right. Here's my favorite thing about the game. So if you're shooting while you're jumping, she just fucks up.
Shouldn't she land on her face? How did she land on her back?
She was spinning at the time. It was to protect herself. But stuff like that can happen. You also have moments where if you're shooting while you're trying to get to a point where you need to grab a ledge, she won't stop shooting and will just fall to her death. And, you know, I appreciate that. That's realism in video games.
Yeah.
Right, that shows, like, the flaw of Ruby's personality.
Right. I mean, she was only reading a Cliff Notes of Sun Tzu on the way to China here to educate herself, so she kind of forgot, you know, the part about being prepared for any situation.
You're like, she read a Cliff Notes, but what you really mean is she read the back of the book.
Right.
Man, he's really slacking with the finger guns now.
Yeah, he's pissed now, I guess.
You know, he's lost control.
Yeah.
He knows, like, Ruby Malone has caught up to him, but he doesn't know it yet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna, like, get to a room with him, and he's got, like, his finger gun pointed at his head. He's like, I'll do it if you don't leave.
Right, yeah, he can't tell the difference anymore. It's because of all the drugs he's taken.
What kind of drugs is he taking, Chirps?
I don't know, the cool ones. What's a British drug? They have, like, different names for them, right?
You don't want to know what they call cigarettes over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not right, I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. They call them smoky blokies.
They just call them things that are very innocuous in their type of English, but are just massive slurs everywhere else.
Right.
Yeah. And somehow calling them cigarettes offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that made Ruby mad enough that it's time for another rage mode sequence.
Yeah, I'm mad about the British too. Hate those guys.
Always saying this.
I think going rage mode in a parade is a bad idea, Ruby.
Well, the traffic stopped here. This isn't part of the parade, technically. That said, I think she does see everyone as a target, so hard to say whether or not these are civilians. But they have weapons, so probably they're bad people.
Those aren't weapons, those are fun toy swords that they're selling.
So, this is sort of an alternate rage mode, where the other one was sort of like an arcadey, like, get through the level. This one is a combination with the arenas, so we have to go through and we have to stop all of the spawn doors, but at the same time, it's just trying to get the biggest chain kill you can. So again, the focus is not on style as much as it is on making sure you are never not killing guys. Another one of Sun Tzu's famous commands. Mm-hmm. One of the commandments of the art of war.
Always keep pulling the trigger. Bullets will keep coming somehow.
Yeah,
Sun
exactly. Reloading is a sign of weakness, is what he said.
Man, there must have been like a big sale on tank tops or something.
Well, it's just very humid there.
You know, Chirps, I'm looking at this, and it's days like this that I curse the Chinese for inventing gunpowder.
They never thought it could be used against them.
Well, it's just like Sun Tzu said. The invention of gunpowder and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. That's me when I get shot.
Oh, ouchie.
Ah, jeez. Come on.
I like that the boxes count as kills, so like I assume there's just a little man in there.
Yeah, he's the one that's opening the doors for all the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Anything counts as a kill now.
How did you get that guy?
Yeah, I don't know how I shot that guy through like the bus stop.
It's because you don't respect public transport, Chirps.
It's true. I mean, Ruby is an American. She hates the concept of public transport. She's like, just buy a car.
Yeah.
What the fuck? A little far from home, ain't ya? Well, you couldn't get me off your mind.
Your daddy's flashing the porch light. Time to go home.
Fuck you, lady.
drunk.
Sorry.
Step on.
And that is the capture of Trevor Ackers. We're done with China for now.
But I don't think China's done with us.
Well, probably not. They didn't seem very happy with us. And I wouldn't be either. I'll say it.
I mean, that guy threw his hand in the air, like, very mad about it, so...
You know? Now we're public enemy number 1 for China.
Yeah.
Also, shotguns don't do bullet damage, they do shell damage.
Thanks.
Just shoot the empty shell at people.
They're called magazines.
Is there like an after credits stinger that we're waiting for?
No, I think I accidentally just put too much black space in here.
Yeah, is Thanos gonna show up? That'd be cool.
Yeah, he goes in and snaps and all the guns just blink in half.
He does the finger guns with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Ah, that'd be good actually, yeah.